Here we go. And today we are checking out, I don't like clapping so much. We are checking out X-Files Season 1, episode number 17. Last episode we were dealing with a little bit of Mulder's past. John Barnett popped back up and was wreaking havoc. Idea about this like Fountain of Youth storyline, so I dug what they did there. With that being said, let's see what episode 17 has got. Also, we just got the show up on YouTube and people seem really excited that we're doing the show, so I'm just glad to see that people are excited for it, and we're all gonna be finding the truth out there now. If you enjoyed this video, I'm gonna need you guys to smack the like button and subscribe if you have not already. Yikes. We're in space? We took enough of a break. Get into the good old alien stories again. Fuck this dude, I'm out. Alright, we're going in. Let's do it. Maybe it's this. A saucer. A proper saucer. No beverage today, but X-Files, let's get into it. Oh, that's what I meant to say. A bunch of the other shows we were watching past like week and a half, episodes were very much felt like they were inspired by X-Files. So I was saying in those episodes, I'm glad I can recognize that now. The truth is out there. Uh-oh. You know what that means. That's not good. This guy just got a whole arsenal in his car. What the hell?
Creating the electrical failure.
It's feasible. Anecdotal data, exhaust residue.
There's a literal mothership.
Mulder, none of that evidence is conclusive.
Deliver my shipment of auto parts and forget since the thing last night.
Why?
Just go away.
They're too close? Come on, Scully, your suspicions. The red flags are there. So it must be radiation. I was trying to think, I'm like, maybe he was a vet, so he just likes to keep weapons on him. But the rashes must be from radiation.
Classified weapons, some of their ideas.
I love this shot. It's like, this is handheld, I'm pretty sure, too. Following him in there.
Check it out, Mulder. Is this your skeptical partner?
The government can't control a deficit or manage.
So this is like his X-Files Discord.
That's just one method. They use this magnetic strip to track you.
It's important enough that somebody would.
Uh-oh.
What's the matter?
Scully. The pen! Is it the woman? Yeah, they did put too much emphasis on her. I was looking, I thought she was gonna do something on the bus. Because I was like, that's such a specific thing to ask for. Can I use your pen? I'm like, excuse me. Or I don't know if they're trying to make like a more fuller feeling world in that one scene. Talk to your boys, Mulder.
What am I on to? We go down to investigate a truck driver's encounter with a UFO, and the next thing we're discovering electronic surveillance equipment. Who's listening to us?
Alright, we've got our first clue. Oh, true, he just dips?
What am I on to? Okay, we've got to try to intercept it and see what's on board. I'm gonna go pick up a few things. I'll meet you back at your place in an hour.
I'm interested to see if these are actually alien bodies are gonna show them.
17 UFOs were spotted in 1 hour.
Is that where the Iraqi record
17?
is being held? And I know you've put yourself at great risk to do so.
Has he though?
We've got to leave for Georgia immediately, Scully. Come on.
Mulder, this photograph is a fake.
What? Why don't you just admit it, Scully? You're determined not to believe him.
Well, maybe you're too determined to believe him.
I am determined to follow a lead that may result in the proof of the existence of extraterrestrial biological entities.
Mulder,
Oh
listen to
gosh,
me.
guys,
Please, will you just
This is
hear me?
dangerous. You gotta be on the same page, guys. Come on.
Mulder, the truth is out there. But so are lies.
That's facts. She is not lying. You could be taking advantage of you, Mulder. Also, just the past episode or two ago, we had them looking at the handwriting, so I'm sure we could verify if the photo's fake or not, right? If we really wanted to. But now Scully's probably gonna get a little pushback or warning from these people.
Now we're alone on this. There's no one we can trust.
Just us two? Let's do it.
A lot of trouble to put us on the wrong track. Yeah, imagine if Eisenhower told the rest of the Allies that D-Day would take place in Belgium.
Mr. Mulder, I place my life in great jeopardy every time we speak.
Watergate, Iran-Contra, Roswell, the Tuskegee experiments. Where will it end?
If a shark stops swimming, it will die.
Gotta be careful out here, Mulder. And we'll probably see Mulder end up eventually turning into his character. Some sort of a similar position as he ascends in the ranks of the supernatural, the extraterrestrial. Did you check your Google Home? Oh, just throw out the fucking light bulb, man. Did you have to break it on your table? Well, wouldn't they be able to hear that their voices right next to it? I wonder if whoever's behind the bug has a little tally chart of how many times Scully has believed Mulder and how many times he hasn't. Two people are just betting on him, like, you win.
Called every way station and bureau office west of Colorado. Tied up an airphone for 3 hours. I don't speak Japanese, but at least we can be sure they didn't trace our call.
I want to know what is in this truck. Don't leave me
This
hanging.
truck drove across America.
Here we go. That's right, Scully. I mean, we don't know if it did a pit stop. Who knows? There could be a bunch of officers in the truck ready to arrest you guys. Hello? Hello? Whoa, 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 whoa! The truck was actually an Autobot.
Right.
It was Optimus Prime the entire time. It would really explain the whole storyline. This is the longest wait time I've ever seen for an unboxing. What's red? What? Mulder?
Scully!
He looks amped.
It was an extraterrestrial biological entity. Alive.
Where did it go?
I think we were just witness to a rescue mission.
But how could anyone generate such force?
Probably been
Whatever they used,
experiments.
We probably haven't heard of it.
Wouldn't it have been easier for them
Just to kill us. Yeah, I wondered that myself. That I want so badly to believe that I just accept the obvious conclusions and walk away.
Now we have nothing to go on.
So how do we just go back to work
Set
after
out a
this?
field investigator? Looks like they want their colleague back.
Welcome, Space Brothers!
That's an intergalactic space greeting. It means hello, space brothers.
This is it. There's Ranheim.
Really covering a lot of ground this episode.
It's just the kind of challenge they're looking for.
Personal identification number.
7593.
5311.
Open the trunk, please.
This feels pretty risky.
Park in lot 4. Hey, wait! Display these at all times.
Got kind of shook there. Unless, again, they're letting them do all of this. Because they're nothing but punks. This is such a different feeling episode than all the previous ones.
We're here conducting an investigation.
Proceed down the hallway, please. I have a male and a female who've identified themselves.
What the fuck are we doing here? Guys, this is sloppy. He can't help himself. He can't help himself. Like, that's what I'm saying. You're just gonna get bodied, guys. Like, what is the game plan here? It's court-martial on the spot.
Come on, guys!
He needs a glimpse. Mulder! This guy doesn't care. So close.
Let him go.
And of course he's there. I was gonna say, what if he was inside of there? That's what I thought he was gonna do. Be like, gotcha.
Union, the People's Republic of China, Britain,
Okay.
both Germanys, France. I have the distinction of being one of 3 men to have exterminated such a creature. It didn't know what a gun was, or perhaps they don't show emotion. Innocent and blank expression as I pulled the triggers until I found you. That's why I come to you, Mr. Mulder, and will continue.
All right, give us a look. Ah, and he's off. Evaporating just like Angle. Huh. And that was my reaction video to X-Files. Well, The X-Files. I didn't realize that it was called The X-Files until I put up on YouTube. I'm like, oh, there's a the in it. I just called it X-Files. Anyway, so that was my reaction video to The X-Files Season 1, Episode 17 here. This was a pretty, I would say, big episode in terms of in what transpired here. This whole incident in spacecrafts and us getting back to the alien supernatural events. And I think that ending conversation was really interesting for the fact that we got to learn that there was this treaty that was made amongst all these other nations, and there's ever to be an extraterrestrial found, right? This is something that Mulder's been looking to his entire life. This is all of his research into learning about them, trying to find them. That if they were to be discovered, they were to be exterminated. So again, he's telling them two truths and a lie. How much of that was true, we're not entirely sure, but definitely think it was intriguing to see Fox and Dana on the run almost and trying to throw them off their track here, but also just see how they're being utilized. And I think Scully did a great job of just showing Mulder like they're kind of taking advantage of you, but you're playing in their hands. Don't, fall victim to your own biases here. So I like that. Maybe not one of my favorites, I think, out of the ones that we've had so far, but I definitely think I'm guessing in terms of the larger story, this is pretty intriguing, right? We got to see just how big this operation is with all the aliens here. We got to see these, they're called E.B.Es, the lone gunmen, that group introduced, I believe, this episode. They seem like some interesting characters that are obviously in Mulder's world. Like what they did here with Mulder's mentor, showing, pulling him in, but also keeping him at a distance here, and ending it off with that epic gun chase right there at the end of this when they get into the base. Because like as it was going along, I'm like, okay, like realistically, if this was since they're safe to an extent because they're protected by these higher ups who are letting them come closer. And I love the explanation at the end of this episode where it's like, I'm atoning for this by having you to help me. So he's sort of like his, I guess, his Robin in this extraterrestrial endeavor. So I thought this is an interesting episode where we got to see them playing their part in this larger field here. I thought the mystery of all these spacecrafts and the shuffling of all these, ruses that were going on. First, it's in the truck. There's nothing in the truck. Then there's this driver. It turns out he's, undercover. They just had a lot of mysteries going on here, and I think for the most part it worked. I was intrigued to see where it was gonna go, and by the end of it, we got to learn a little bit more about Earth's involvement with the extraterrestrial life. So, yeah, that was X-Files Season 1, Episode 17. I feel like this one was a little bit of a weirder one to review. I don't know, watching things unfold here. What'd you think about this episode? I would love to hear your thoughts in the comment section down below. I think some of my favorite moments had to have been Scully and Mulder just going back and forth, them sort of just trying to be on the run a little bit and get rid of their trails here. As always, if you enjoyed this video, then definitely be sure to smack that like button and subscribe if you haven't already. And with that being said, y'all, I will catch you in the next one. Love you guys.